Now, I am a big fan of Warhammer. I love the lore, reading the books, playing the tabletop, but there is one aspect of Warhammer I struggle with: the video games.
Throwing flashbang.
The Warhammer IP has an incredible amount of games, beginning as early as 1992 with Space Crusade. But there has been one unifying theme across the majority of these games, and that's the fact that they are strategy games. Now, honestly, this makes a lot of sense. The Warhammer Tabletop is by all accounts a strategy game, and I really enjoy the tabletop games. It's a nice blend of social interaction and more traditional strategy. And you can't forget that it's dice-based, so no matter how dogshit you are at playing these games, you can always win by sheer luck. But whenever I try to pick up a Warhammer video games, my lack of skill really starts shining through. I can't name the amount of time I've picked up a Warhammer game, excited by all the riveting moments I will experience, only to realize approximately 30 minutes later why the option for easy modes exists. I have tried so many: Total War Warhammer 2 and 3, Warhammer Gladius Relics of War, Warhammer Battle Sector, and Warhammer Mechanicus. Most of these are really solid games, but I personally struggle a lot to keep playing after just a few hours. I've already spent so many hours learning the tabletop, why bother spending probably even more time for a video game? I'm absolutely sure I could have a great time with some of these games, probably most strategy games, but I feel like it would be such a massive time sink to really get into it. All of my other hobbies takes up such a large majority of my free time. I'm not sure where I could fit that time in. But that being said, I do, however, want to mention the fact that not all Warhammer games are a strategy. Recently, we had Space Marine 2, which was an absolutely wonderful time. It was much more something I would typically play in my free time, and I had an absolute blast playing through the campaign. We also had Darktide quite recently. I personally thought it was very decent. Gameplay was solid, and with the recent updates, there's seemingly some very good class customization. The only part I kinda disliked was just the thought it got really repetitive quite fast. I'm aware it's within a genre where replaying mission is the norm, but still. I also want to give a personal shout out to Warhammer 40k Boltgun. This is unironically probably my favorite 40k game out of the ones that I've tried. I'm a very big fan of fast-paced arena shooters such as Quake and Doom, and this is really just one of those old school games with a fresh coat of 40k paint and more modernized controls. So then, please feel free to comment below why my opinion is so stupendously wrong, and why Warhammer 40k Squad Command for the Nintendo DS is the greatest strategy game ever conceived. Have a great day.